Why don't you want to play for the Chargers?
You know, we're not really giving details right now. We just, we've made our decision, and that's what we're sticking to.
Who's influenced you the most?
You know, just, it's not really an influence. This was my decision. It was, you know, I wanted to do this. I was not, you know, told to do this. We talked about it, and I thought it was the best idea, so I went with it.
The Chargers call your name when I talk to you after the pick. Will you be wearing a Chargers hat?
You know, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Good luck, guys. Thanks.
With the first choice in the 2004 NFL Draft, the San Diego Chargers select Eli Manning, quarterback, Mississippi.
You see now, he's getting booed all over the country.
Well, that's what's happened with this scenario here, and that's why Archie hastens, because what's happened is that now Eli is a villain.
Eli Manning's position was not unprecedented. 21 years earlier, John Elway was drafted first overall by the Colts and threatened not to sign. The Colts general manager at the time was Ernie Accorsi. Now, Accorsi was with the Giants, and again, he was looking for a quarterback.
I almost pulled the trigger on a trade to go to 7th with Cleveland, figuring we're not going to get Eli now. We might as well go to 7th because I'm pretty sure we can get Roethlisberger. But at the last second, I heard a rumor that Cleveland was trying to get within closer striking distance to get Eli. It hit me that if I enabled Cleveland to get him, and if I would have stayed there, maybe I would have gotten him. I couldn't live with myself. So I said, no, I'm not going to make this trade. I'll just sit there. If we don't make the trade, I'll pick Roethlisberger. That's simple.
The New York Giants are now on the clock.
All right, guys. Guess what? We're in play. It looks like he's locked in number 4. Ben will be going to New York on the 4th pick. Only wait.
The Giants confirmed to us from their draft room that if Phillip Rivers, the quarterback from North Carolina State, was sitting at number 4, there would be discussions with the San Diego Chargers that the Giants would take Rivers and then swap quarterbacks with the Chargers.
But 6 minutes in, there was nothing. No pick, no trade, not even a phone call between A.J. Smith of the Chargers and Accorsi of the Giants.
Ernie, to this day, will tell you that I was not going to place the call. Because if I place the call, that means that he has all the leverage.
Almost at the 7-minute mark exactly, AJ called, and he asked for another player. Either Manure or I was not giving up a pass rusher.
If we didn't get the value we wanted in the trade, we weren't going to do it. And, you know, Eli surely could have elected to sit out for the season, or he could have played, but we were prepared either way.
In the final seconds, a deal was struck, but none of the affected players knew what it was.
With the 4th pick in the 2004 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Phillip Rivers, quarterback, North Carolina State.
When everybody else heard it for the first time, I heard it for the first time. So we were excited. We didn't know how to act because it was kind of like, is this real? You know, I hadn't heard from anyone. You know, usually you get the phone call from the team to kind of let you know, hey, we're taking you. I never got that call from the Giants. To this day, I never spoke to anyone. I just knew and felt I was 3rd on their list. But yet at the same time, you wanted to show respect to the Giants. I mean, you know, shoot, the New York Giants just selected the 4th pick of the whole draft. About that time, I had to do an interview with ESPN.
What have you been hearing? What are the teams telling you?
Well, I hadn't gotten a call yet from anybody. I'm just excited, you know, as of right now to be a Giant, and I don't know how everything's going to play out, but I'll be excited to see what happens.
How I found out I was traded to the Giants is I was kind of walking from interview to interview. I saw a little kid just bust through the door. He goes, Manning's been traded to the Giants. I go, is that true? Can anybody, you know, follow this up? Is this real, or is this kid just saying it?
San Diego Chargers and the New York Giants have exchanged their draft picks. Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers.
It's real.
AJ, you said you needed a blockbuster trade for this to happen, to get out of that first slot. What took the deal so long?
Well, we had some dialogue, and it just didn't work out. I'll just leave it at that. The deal maker was just when the New York Giants kind of surprised us and took Phillip Rivers, a little dialogue took place, and it came together.
Well, we really never had any discussions. Okay. We only had a discussion when they, we decided to pick Rivers, and we had our reasons, sure, we thought maybe, possibly that could interest some clubs. They told me they wanted Rivers. I picked Rivers, but I wouldn't have picked Rivers had I not made the trade. So I took a chance. I mean, I didn't know A.J. real well, but I trusted him, and he lived up to his word. So once I picked Rivers, then I was allowed to make the trade Rivers for Manning. But he could have backed out. I couldn't go to the league and say, wait a minute, he broke a promise. Because what they did, they won't sanction what I did. I mean, it wasn't illegal, but if you want to go, you pick the player. You cannot pick a player for another team. That's not permitted. People still don't understand because they say I drafted Rivers. And I did, literally. But it was Roethlisberger who was the player that we would have picked.